but he has lost. That was a good call, but he has lost all of this track position.
All right, here we are. Final stage, 163 laps to go. Current SVG has been up to as far as improving on the ovals. What's he been doing?
This week kind of been studying Denny and also Ross the most, you know. Ross's car is probably most similar to how mine's going to be, so trying to just see what they're doing with gears. You can change gear a lot here and it changes the car balance quite a lot, and I just, try and study those two guys. But you know, different tracks might be different people, whoever stands out, and just try and emulate what they're doing, I guess.
And just after saying that and talking in further detail about what he learnt from the SMT data from Denny Hamlin's traces, Denny Hamlin walked into the media centre and SVG said, "Thanks, mate. Thanks for helping."
A lot of people have studied Denny Hamlin's driving style, but few have been able to replicate it.
And I think it helps, you know, Suarez is running fifth. I point that out because, you know, in that Trackhouse group, you look at your teammates. Chastain back at 28th, Suarez fifth. So if you're SVG and you're between your teammates, that's got to be a great feel, right? That you're closer, I feel, to the guys that are what I would consider more of a standard oval racer. He has the top rolling, though. I like it.
Good run from Zane Smith, just ahead of him as well in the 38 for Front Row Motorsports.
And that poor team just couldn't finish a race there over the summer. Ran well, and it seemed like the last few laps he was kind of the punching bag. He got spun by Bell at Indy, and then a week later got in a wreck and just, you know, couldn't get good runs to the finish. We'll see if the 38 is able to do it here with 140-ish to go.
So remember this race last year at the end of it, probably the last third of it, we saw this car, Austin Dillon, driving away from the field. By far the best car. He is driven out to 2.5 seconds on Bubba Wallace. 3 seconds to Alex Bowman. Almost 4 seconds to fourth place Carson Hocevar.
Now racked up 31 laps tonight here in Richmond. Out in front for Richard Childress Racing. Kim, so far, so good for Austin Dillon.
Yeah, finds himself a point out.
There's a Mississippi native, Ricky Stefan, in my mind, but he's getting a lap back.
None in the previous 9. And again, it came up with very high hopes. I asked Richard Goswell, outside of win, I know that's what you guys want, Indy. What are you looking to do? He said the goal is to come and be in position to contend for a win. Both this track and next weekend, he told our places we know we can win. Our head space is exactly in the confidence it needs to be. And I was wondering, this is almost the same setup as last year. To make few modifications for the tire. Austin Dillon, P1.
Well, if you keep in mind that Calling Racing has a technical alliance with RCR, the RCR cars and the Calling.
Stop him. All right, on the radio, they're telling him to stop. The 19's got to help him. They're going to try to put this tire back on. That's a Toyota teammate. Pit stop, come right to life. They're going to jack it up. Someone could tell them the tire they need is over here. See if they can put it back on. There you go. Crew members bringing it over. Nice work by the 19. I mean, it's going to kill the 23's chance of perhaps winning, but what great work by the 19 to help the 23. We watched it happen live. He left. There were sparks up the left front. Tire changer wasn't done. A huge blow to Bubba Wallace and the 23. Jeff, let's look at this left front.
And you can see right here, jack goes up, tire goes on. It just does not get finished. Jack drops. And that is the problem with these fast pit stops. Watch this jack man. Watch it. Look what he looks at. Hits the right rear tire on. He thinks it's tight. He's looking at the left front. He thinks it's tight, but it's not.
Statistically, the best pit crew of the year when you look at the averages and the potential speed, the tire going down pit road. Now, the tire didn't make it on the racetrack, so I wouldn't expect this to be any sort of suspensions later. But, man, what a costly penalty for the 23. He was running second before this cycle.
And Toyota teammate help there from the JGR.
In the left front, you can see it behind the left rear tire. I don't know if that's the balls of rubber. Jeff, soft tire. Kim, what's going on with the 54?
He came on the radio and said the brake pedal is going very long. That's what 54 seconds.
Okay, so I didn't know if it was tire rubber, but brake pedal going long. Maybe they finally wore the brakes out. It could be a brake fluid. or there could be a fire that damaged the line. And either way, a big issue for the 54.
There is
in all of
fire.
This chaos. Carson Hosemar is taking over the.
You can tell there's fire. That's not
4.5
good.
seconds over Barry.
See if it goes out.
See,
No brake pedal, boys.
No brake pedal. The call from Ty Gibbs.
so either the brake pedal is the cause of the fire, or there's a fire due to tire rubber that has caused the brakes to fail. Chicken or the egg? Not really going to be able to tell
no
until the
brake
car comes
pedal,
into the
boy.
pits and we get a look.
Yeah, look at the left front. See the fire in the left? That tells me that is a brake issue that's caused this problem.
Get the
That's
brake
up
guy
on
out
the
here, see
firewall.
what's going on.